Hey guys, welcome back to Attack on Titan World. How was your week? What have you been playing? Me, myself, I have been... What have I been playing? That's a good point. I've been playing quite a bit of Guild Wars still. That's really quite loud actually. My TV is very loud. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I feel like I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars. I think I'm like level 63 Thief at the moment. I'm going for my poles at the moment and learning how to use a staff for a weapon as my specialization. Looking forward to the expansion where I get to be able to use a rifle, a sniper rifle, as a thief. That's gonna be really fucking cool. Yeah, other than that, I've played a bit of 14 in private time. I mean, of course. In recording time, I've been playing a whole lot of City Skylines and loving every minute of it. It's a fantastic game. City Skylines is really, really fun. I'm not entirely sure why. It just is super fun. It's super good. And I really am enjoying it. I don't really know what else to say about it. I just really enjoy it. I enjoy City Skylines. And I think you guys do too, which is great. People seem to be enjoying it and watching it. At least. So that's good, I'm glad. That's probably, I'm not sure how long that series is going to go for, at least till we achieve our goals in game, of course. But probably end off just before Destiny 2, I think, if not sooner. I think that would probably be a good spot for it to end, because well, of course we've got, that's where I'm aiming it to end. It might not end there, of course. But I'm hoping for it to end around there because Destiny 2 is probably going to take a lot of my time up. And I'm quite excited for Destiny 2. And Guild Wars 2 is right around the corner from Destiny 2. Why MMOs do this on a constant basis, I will never know. There will also be a patch for Final Fantasy 14 around September as well, I believe. So, you know, who knows what the hell? Who knows what the hell is going on at the helm? Over at the old MMO HQs. I don't know why. The Elder Scrolls, I just straight up didn't buy the Elder Scrolls expansion, the Morrowind expansion. I was going to, but it came out at pretty much the exact same week as Stormblood, and I was like, well, you know what, I'm not going to have time to play both. And so I just didn't bother. I just didn't bother buying Elder Scrolls. I still haven't brought Elder Scrolls because of that reason. So it's weird. I don't know why MMOs do it, because if people haven't got enough money to pay for both, or if they don't want to pay for both, or if they're in any sort of limbo, it's going to be like, well, in that case, I just won't play you. It's going to be like, alright, I just won't play it then. You know, it's always going to be like that. I'm not entirely sure why the MMO is forcing it. It seems to be a thing as well, because Destiny's 2 launch was set at the beginning of September for a long time, right? It was set for quite a while, I feel, and then out of nowhere, like 2 months ago, or a month ago at this point, I feel, that the Guild Wars 2 development team came out and were like, yo, expansion, come in. That's right, end of September. And it's like, what? Why would you do that? Why would you set it so close to the release of another MMO? Like, MMO players, most MMO players should, well, maybe not even most. I'd say a good chunk of them do. I mean, I know I play them the way I do, but like, I have one MMO, right? That's my like main MMO. It used to be 11, but now it's 14. And then I will play other MMOs at the same time, but not in any like hardcore capacity, you know? Like, I won't bother, probably won't bother with guilds or anything like that. I'll just play it just for the fun of it, right? That's generally what I will do. And that's kind of what I expect from most people, at least in the MMO genre. So it baffles me that they put that stuff out at the same time, because it makes me feel like, well, surely they want their market to themselves, right? So that the other MMO players who are playing the other games, or use the other game as their main game, are like, oh, okay, well, I better get to that, you know, because that's coming out, so I better go back. Like, I went back to Guild Wars because they were like, yo, expansion's coming soon. I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is perfect time for me to get my Thief. And Thief is getting like a cool specialization. This is the perfect time. So, you know, I did that, and it just baffles me that that they would do that. Maybe they just don't think enough about it, and they're just like, September's the perfect time for our game to release. It's ready at September, so that's when we're gonna put it out. And maybe they didn't even, like, maybe Destiny 2 didn't even cross their minds. Destiny 2 being a very different game in comparison to Guild Wars 2. Holy shit. Alright, I've got the triple jump, yeah. Well, I've immediately fallen, but with the triple jump, we can get all this treasure. It's easy. It's easy when you know how. So yeah, I don't really know how they do that, but in any case, that would be interesting to know. If any of you guys know, have any insider knowledge on the old MMO situation, why not drop it in the comments below and let me know, because that would be super interesting to find out, actually. Or let me know how you guys play MMOs yourself, and if you're even on Guild Wars or Destiny, planning on Destiny 2. But anyway, on the notion of last week's topic being physical game releases, right? Why their digital downloads don't really do it for me and stuff like that. Hello, I'm done now. Oh, no, I've done it all. You're the wrong person. Here we go. Yeah, physical releases. Why physical releases are... Really? We've not got room for pirates on this sort of shit. Are you kidding me? It's a good one. It's Conan the Barbarian mod. So yeah, well, like, you know, games come out digital only, like Sonic Mania, like we were talking about. That was Sonic Mania was the main attraction of that conversation, should I say. But there's other games as well, of course. Like another game, for example, is Pokemon Silver, right? Pokemon World Championships are finished. They just finished yesterday. I only watched a little bit, didn't watch the finals, because the finals are probably on now. As I'm recording this, not watching the finals. But I watched a tiny bit. I watched a little tiny bit of games. Whether they were official or not, I don't know. I have no information because I don't seem to follow it. I just like having it in the background. So, for all I know, I could have been watching like a vlog, a VOD, you know, and not even know about it. But regardless, it was very enjoyable. It's fun to watch people who are so passionate about that game play. It's really interesting. Plus, I can never follow along. Like, I can follow along with what's happening because the commentators, when in Pokemon games, are very, very good. Like Jay Witz and stuff like that. They're very good at what they do when it comes to explaining what's happening. But I will give it that, it is very difficult sometimes to follow along when they're moving so quickly, you know? Like, you know what's happening, and you know what's happening within, like, the rule set, but it's like, they're moving so fast, like, you have to pay a real attention. But anyway, I don't mean to talk about Pokemon Worlds or anything like that, but in September, again in September, yeah, August and September are going to be super busy. Going to be super busy, especially for very diligent gamers who buy a lot of games like me, who pretty much revolve around it, you know, and people who revolve around on YouTube and the Twitch spaces who view other people play those games for whatever reason. And really, Pirates again. It's super busy, of course, but there's another game coming out, an old game release, and this will probably be another topic, probably for next week, maybe, re-releasing games. We talked about it beforehand, so maybe not, but regardless. It's that time of year again, and the next Pokemon game is coming out, right? So there's Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Ultra Sun and Moon, sorry. But before Ultra Sun and Moon, we've got another classic re-release of Pokemon Gold. So Pokemon Gold and Silver, the original ones, just like Red, Blue, and Yellow came out on the DS's. Now these ones are coming out, and that's super exciting for most people, for a lot of people, me included. Because I love Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold. It's super fun. Of course, there's that battery issue, right? There's a battery issue within the thing, so it gets hard to play. Now, so it's good to have a digital download of it, of course, and that's nice. But Again, there's no physical version, right? Well, not necessarily. There's a physical version, not of the game itself being released, but there's a box, right? So this box is coming. It's for the information I'm about to give you comes from cerebi.net. So if you want to go look at that, it's a Pokemon website. If you don't know of it, kind of like Bulbapedia. Cerebi is just the one that I use and I've gotten used to. There's not a whole lot of people in this field, is there? But anyway, apparently it's been confirmed that there is boxed versions of Pokemon Gold and Silver coming out the 22nd of September in Europe. And they're not like physical disced versions or cartridge versions. They are a box with a digital download code, and one would assume other stuff inside it. I have no idea what else is inside it. The little news article thing didn't say what else was inside it. It just said that it was coming and that you'd be able to buy a box with a digital download code, and that would be a physical thing. And I like this idea. I like this idea a lot. It's because then you still have that physical item on your shelf, you know, you still have that. And I really, really like that idea. I'm super excited that I can buy that. And Amazon hasn't got it on their store yet, and you know, Shoptonet hasn't got it on their store yet, and Game hasn't got it on their website yet. So I don't know how I'm getting it yet, but if I can get it, I will get it, because that's really cool. Why the fuck are you dying? Not dying because you're invincible, pal. I see. We'll get him with a counter. There we go. Like, that's super exciting for me to be able to get a box version of Pokemon Gold and Silver. It's got the original box art on it, except from instead of Game Boy Color, it says Nintendo DS or Nintendo 3DS. And that's really nice. Another set of pirates. Wow, crazy. And that's really cool, right? That they're giving you a box version. Like Child of Light did this as well from Ubisoft. They had a little box with a keychain in, and that was very good. I believe I talked about that last week. And I would like to see that again. I don't know what they're going to put in it. Probably a map. That would be pretty good. Like a map of the Johto and the Kanto region. That'd be pretty interesting. Maybe. I'd like to say maybe, like, you know, maybe a Lugia or a Ho-Ho Pokemon card, like a unique Pokemon card, depending on which box you buy. That would be cool. If you got like a unique card, like, you don't need to make it powerful, just make it you know, special, that you actually have it. But that's really cool that they're doing that, and it's physical. And I just wanted to bring it up because we was talking about it last week at length about the physical releases of games, and like how I would have already owned Sonic Mania. Like I still haven't brought Sonic Mania. There's been no information at all about a physical release, so maybe all that stuff about Argos having physical boxes and shit was all bollocks. I don't know. I have no idea. But regardless, I'm gonna keep on it for a while because Sonic Mania is doing fantastic. A lot of people are really liking it. I'm excited to play it, and I really, really do want to play it. But I'm gonna hold out a little bit longer and see if a physical edition is announced, or is gonna be announced, or is gonna come out. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hold on my best for it. The same with Stardew Valley on the Switch. I'm probably, because the Stardew Valley on the Switch is perfect. That is the perfect game for the Switch. And judging that there was a Harvest Moon video I saw, I don't know if it's legit or not, but it was a video of a person somebody playing what clearly was a Harvest Moon game, and supposedly on the Switch. I hadn't seen it before. My friend sent it to me, and I was like, okay, so I'm watching it, and it looks kind of trash. If I'm honest, it looks awful. It looked like a very early build, like it wasn't finished, and that makes sense because it looked like it was at like a Gamescom or something, being recorded on a phone. But it's... So I didn't really look further into it, because it looked kind of rubbishy, and I was like, well, okay, whatever, but I would really like a Harvest Moon game. I would really like a Harvest Moon game on the Switch, but Stardew Valley is going to have to do, because Stardew Valley is fucking perfect anyway. It's a brilliant game. But yeah, so I'm holding out for those physical versions, of course. Stardew Valley isn't actually available on the Switch store as of yet anyway. But it's killing me because I really, really want to play Sonic Mania because it looks really, really good. Everyone seems to be really happy with it, and like it's what they wanted Sonic to be. And me being a fan of the 3D Sonics and not so much the 2D Sonics, I'm excited to play it. Why everyone's so hyped about it? Because I never played the 2D Sonics. I played a lot of, well, alright, let me explain that a bit more in detail. I did play the 2D Sonics. I played the 2D Sonics a lot, but they were never out when I was like a kid, I guess you could say. They were slightly before me, and oh, what? No, I don't want anything. No, it's fine. We've got like one more floor. I played a lot of Sonic 2 at my grandfather's because he had the he had a Sega, he had a Genesis or whatever it's called, and I played Sonic 2 there, and I have that copy of Sonic 2 behind me. It's fantastic. I love those Sonic games. I love them because what they are, right? Not because of the game itself, because I actually don't like the 2D Sonic games. This is not making sense, is it? I love the games because of what they represent to me as like sentimental, because that was the game that I always used to play with my grandfather, right? I loved playing that with my grandfather. That was super special to me. But Sonic, the 2D Sonics themselves, I am not into. I do not really like the 2D Sonics design-wise, because you can't see what's coming up, right? It's never been a thing for me. It's never been a super big thing for me. But people really like them. People love them and miss them, and I'm excited to see that. And I want to play some of it, you know. But I'm not going to because I'm waiting for the physical release. And if I don't hear about one in a month or two, maybe I'll just buy it anyway. After the September disaster rush, you know, after that horrible rush through from September, man, because September's going to be busy, and like I was saying, that we're probably going to be touching on re-releases again at some point because of the Naruto re-releases, and that's something else that I've ordered, and I'm interested. I'm interested in hearing your guys' opinions on it. Whether or not you guys want to give me your opinions on it is a different matter. But I'm excited to see the response to it online, because you know you always hear about it, where people are okay with it or not. Remakes is something that's always back and forth conversation, whether or not it should be a thing or not. But you know, because there's a lot of backwards compatibility and stuff like that. But I'll talk about that next week potentially. But Naruto is coming out, and that's another re-release, and there's other re-releases on the horizon. There's companies that do a hell of a lot more re-releases than pretty much anyone else. Right, but we'll talk more about that next week. For now, let's have a talk about how busy this month and September is going to be. There's Uncharted. That's Tuesday. That's tomorrow. Holy shit, that's released fucking tomorrow. Oh no. Is that tomorrow? That cannot be tomorrow. I must be getting it wrong. It could be tomorrow. Oh shit. If it is, well, we're going to be playing Uncharted tomorrow. Whether or not that's going to be a full thing or not, I doubt it. I think we're just going to be taking a peek. Just going to have a little look at the new Uncharted game.
Thank you.
Just because I love Uncharted. I think it's a great game. Even though this one I'm not too excited for. I'm not super excited for because I thought Uncharted was done for a while at least, and lo and behold, the very next year we've got another one. I know it was a DLC that's gotten a bit bigger than they expected, so they released it as a full game. I know it was meant to be attached to Uncharted 4, but regardless, it's good because it's Uncharted, but my brain was kind of like, I've accepted that it's finished. Let me move on to Naughty Dog's next thing, The Last of Us 2, or you know, maybe even a new Jak and Daxter. Oh, you're doing Uncharted? Okay, this is more Uncharted. But you know, it's okay. I would really like a new Jak and Daxter. However, the value of the Uncharted is immense. It's really good value. I paid £21 for my copy from Shop2Net, and they give you can buy it for like £27 with one of the other Uncharted games, or you can buy it for £21 and you get Jak and Daxter download code for free. It's like, that's great. At the same time, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your game? What's wrong with Uncharted? What's wrong with this Uncharted game if you're giving me all this free shit? But at the same time, I'm really happy with that value, so that's really good. And of course, we've got the new Yakuza game, the re-release of a Yakuza 1, the remake of Yakuza 1. That's probably another reason why we should have a talk about re-releases. You know, Naruto is just around the corner, along with Naruto's new game, which I believe is early 2018. Shinobi Strikers, which is a new game of which you get to make your own ninja. So, I don't know what's going on there, but that might be interesting. Character creation for a ninja game might be good. You know, of course, there's Destiny 2, there's Guild Wars, like we were saying about beforehand. There's Pokemon Gold and Silver. There's a lot of stuff in the next 2 months that I myself want to cover. Let alone the stuff that I couldn't cover, haven't got time to cover, couldn't afford to cover. You know, all this stuff that I wanted to do, which I can't do because I haven't got the time or the resources. You know, Guild Wars being one of them. I would really love to cover Guild Wars, but I haven't got the resources basically to do so. That's a shame. But I can always play and report back to you guys here on Attack on Titan World. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions about recent game releases, what you guys think about re-releases, and what you guys think about physical copies themselves. Let me know all about that. If you're interested in sharing your thoughts with me, don't worry about people getting angry at you. This is safe place. Well, the internet's never a safe place, but I'm a safe person to give your opinion to, you know? Even if it's, shut up, you're stupid. I don't care, you do that if you like. Anyway, let me know that in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button. And I'll see you guys next week, where we'll talk about game re-releases or remakes. Something like that. See you next week. Bye bye.